Mom, why is this happening? He'll return before we know it, but until then, the silence feels heavy, filled with unspoken words and longing. A story of untold emotions and quiet understanding. Finally, summer break arrived, leaving me alone in the quiet of my home, yearning for something I couldn't quite grasp. My mom, Lillian, had just come back from a brief visit with her sister, but the moment she stepped through the door, she was off again, chasing after a friend, leaving a bittersweet ache in the air. It was just a week since Michael had gone away, leaving an emptiness that felt heavier with each passing day. At 18, with a house all to myself, I felt the thrill of independence and the quiet of solitude. I knew how I wanted to fill those stolen moments. As soon as the sound of Mom's car faded away, I hurriedly locked the door and let my clothes fall away, heart racing with a mix of thrill and secrecy. As I prepared my favorite movie, a sense of excitement filled me. I treasured these peaceful moments alone. Time slipped away as I lost myself in fleeting moments of escape, stealing glances at the allure of forbidden desires that beckoned from the screen. For hours passed quickly, leaving me filled with breathlessness and yearning. Today, it felt different. Mom usually lingered at her friends, lost in whispers and secrets, but now the air was thick with an unspoken tension, as if the stories had all been told and the silence held something forbidden. I was lost in my music, unaware that Mom had returned home. In an instant, Mom's voice pierced through the air, trembling with shock and disbelief. "Oh, Ethan, what are we doing? What are you up to? Don't do that. Please." I stood there, heart racing, as Mom hurriedly left my room, a wave of embarrassment washing over me. Her unexpected arrival took my breath away, leaving me in a daze, struggling to grasp the weight of the moment as the truth began to unfold around us. My heart raced. What can I possibly do? How might I find the appropriate words to communicate this to her? After what felt like an eternity, my heart raced as I finally gathered the courage to approach Mom. I discovered her in the living room, her expression a tangled web of disappointment and shame.
"I'm so sorry, Mom,"
I whispered, my heart racing. "I never expected to find you here so soon. I swear it won't happen again. My heart can't bear it." Mom remained silent, her expression thoughtful, as if searching for the right words. Her gaze pierced through me, a storm of emotions swirling behind her eyes, before she turned away, retreating to the kitchen in silence. The air was thick with unspoken words as we sipped our tea, each moment stretching into an eternity, our eyes carefully avoiding one another's gaze. The air crackled with unspoken words, and I found myself longing for the day to end, to escape the weight of what we both felt. In the midst of the tension, a magnetic pull drew me closer, compelling me to complete what had begun in a moment of stolen glances and unspoken desires. After dinner, I slipped away to my room, leaving the door just a crack open, hoping to catch the sound of Mom finishing up with the dishes. I believed I was outsmarting her, but Mom had a secret of her own. With the kitchen faucet roaring, she slipped silently toward my room, her heart racing with the thrill of secrecy. "It's all right, Ethan. Silence is our only refuge." "It's okay." Panic surged through me as I scrambled to shut down the browser tabs, my heart racing with a mix of fear and exhilaration. Mom stepped into the room, her gaze caught by the flickering images on the screen, a silent tension hanging in the air. "I just wanted to say that I shouldn't have yelled at you earlier today," she whispered, her voice quivering with regret. "At your age, the situation feels so right yet so wrong. My heart aches with understanding." "Mom, I never meant to hurt you," but her interruption silenced my words. "Hold on, please. I can't help but wonder, how often do you find yourself here, in this moment with me?" With a rush of vulnerability, I confessed, "Every day, Mom." My heart raced, knowing the weight of my words. "Sometimes it happens more than once. How many is a few?" she pressed, her voice trembling with unspoken longing. She must have asked this question 3 or 4 times. Her heart raced as she absorbed the weight of his words. There's someone special in your life?"
"No, Mom, y confessa."
With a heavy heart, she let out a soft sigh. "I want you to know that I see you, truly see you. You're still discovering yourself, and your heart craves something more. Don't hold back with me on this. If it brings you joy, I can't bear to hold you back. I trust you to make your own choices. Just be mindful of your surroundings. Is that all right? Before I could find the words, she slipped away, leaving me in a whirlwind of confusion and longing. How did we end up here, tangled in words we shouldn't be saying? It felt like a dream, a fleeting moment that danced on the edge of reality. A few days later, during dinner, Mom's voice broke the silence. "Ethan, did you take care of yourself today?" I almost swallowed my heart instead of my meal.
Mom,
I am unable to resist the sensation of a pull, a connection that is simultaneously both right and wrong. It's like a secret I can't share, a spark that ignites my heart in the quietest moments. I wish you could understand. Ethan, we had a pact. If you feel it, let go of your hesitation with me. Everything feels so right, yet so wrong. Yes, yes, I remember, I whispered, my heart racing at the weight of this uncharted connection, but it's so much more. It's all right, my dear. It's okay, really. Let's savor this moment a little longer. My heart raced, caught in a whirlwind of disbelief. It was as if I had stepped into a world where everything was possible, yet nothing was allowed. After dinner, I slipped away to my room, heart racing as I tried to make sense of this intoxicating new reality. A few moments later, Mom stood in my doorway, draped in her familiar house robe, a sight that felt both comforting and strangely out of place. "Come on, just play one of your videos," she said, her voice laced with a hint of longing. "Mom, please don't do this," I begged, my cheeks burning with a mix of shame and longing. "No, Ethan, we can't keep pretending the situation doesn't matter," she urged, her voice trembling with unspoken feelings. "Can we revisit that video from yesterday? It feels like a secret moment just for us. What was it that drew them together?" With a heavy heart, I hesitated before typing in the search terms, bringing back the memory of that stolen moment we had shared just yesterday. With a quiet nod, I turned up the volume, feeling the weight of her gaze on me. She stood beside me, her gaze filled with an intensity that sent shivers down my spine. Our eyes locked for a fleeting moment, and I turned away, my heart racing as I concentrated on the screen. "Go on, Ethan," Mom urged softly. "Trust your instincts, even if they seem a bit off." She slipped away for a moment, then came back with a chair, setting it close to mine, our breaths mingling in the charged silence. We sat in silence, watching the screen together, a comfortable presence in the room. After a few moments, Mom's voice broke the silence once more. "Okay, my dear, now you are free to enjoy this whenever you feel like it. Don't fret about my return home." The next morning, I awoke in a haze, my heart still racing from the night before. Could yesterday have truly been real? Did I genuinely have that meaningful moment with my mom? Everything felt so wrong, yet there was an undeniable thrill in the air. Later that day, as I sat at my computer, I heard the familiar sound of Mom returning from grocery shopping, a bittersweet reminder of the world outside my secret thoughts. With a fluttering heart, I took a daring step into the unknown. I replayed the same video from yesterday, letting the sound rise softly, filling the kitchen with a melody that felt both familiar and forbidden. The rustling of grocery bags faded, and soon, I felt the weight of her footsteps drawing near my door. My heart raced when she stepped into the room, a hint of a smile playing on her lips. She approached me, her fingers brushing softly through my hair, a tender touch that felt both sweet and dangerous. "Sweet boy, Ethan. Indulge in the moment. Let your heart lead the way." With that, she slipped out of my room, the door left ajar, a whisper of what could have been lingering in the air. I sat there, a mix of relief and a bittersweet ache in my chest. But then, something stirred within me, something I shouldn't have felt. A heavy silence enveloped the apartment, thick with unspoken words and lingering glances. Intrigued, I slipped quietly from my room, heart racing, drawn by an irresistible pull to uncover the secret waiting for me. Mom shut the door to her bedroom, an unexpected barrier that stirred a mix of curiosity and unease within me. As I lingered in the doorway, my heart racing, her voice floated from the kitchen. "Lunch is ready, Ethan." "Just a moment," I called back, my heart racing as I couldn't tear my gaze away from the screen. Ethan, everything will turn to ice. Mom's voice broke through my thoughts, her grip firm as she pulled me away from the screen, leaving behind a world I longed to escape to. Lunch felt like a secret, the silence heavy with unspoken words and stolen glances. I whispered to her, asking if she had heard from Michael and when he might return to us. Mom's expression dimmed as she whispered that his trip would last longer than expected. Her voice trembled with a bittersweet longing as she whispered, "I miss him." Even after everything that had happened, an undeniable tension lingered between us. Yet, as the hours slipped by, a spark of warmth began to flicker in the air. We shared fleeting moments of laughter, our smiles brushing against the edges of what we once had. That evening, we shared stolen moments, watching a couple of episodes of Game of Thrones, before reluctantly retreating to our separate worlds. The clock ticked close to 11 p.m., yet sleep eluded me. My heart racing with unspoken desires, I chose to surrender to my nightly ritual, this time allowing myself the thrill of the big screen in the living room. Just as I found my comfort, Mom appeared from her room, as if pulled by an unseen force. "Oh, so you chose to keep an eye out here?" She leaned in, her presence igniting a spark as she settled beside me on the couch. "Next time, please reach out to me. I want to be part of this moment, even if it feels wrong." What is this feeling that pulls at my heart, so intense yet so wrong? Forever? I gasped, my heart racing. Only when I'm alone, in the quiet of my thoughts, can I truly enjoy myself. Just call me, and we can share this moment together. As we sat there, the air thick with unspoken words, Mom finally shattered the stillness. "Do you have feelings for her? This actress?" "She is, of course, my mother. She appeared in the video from yesterday as well. Can you believe she's 47? It seems as though we were engrossed in our secluded realm, where time paused and limitless possibilities abound. 10 years apart, yet the pull is undeniable. She looks stunning, I couldn't help but admit. The undeniable pull draws us to each other, even though it shouldn't. Every glance feels like a secret. Every moment is shared like a stolen treasure. It's thrilling and terrifying all at once. Mom's laughter danced in the air, a sweet sound that felt like a secret shared just between us. That a secret whisper? A smile broke through my worry, a fleeting moment of relief as we danced around the unspoken tension with laughter. In an instant, Mom rose to her feet. "Where will you run to?" "I won't be long, I promise." She came back moments later, her hands hidden behind her back, a secret waiting to unfold. Can you feel the thrill in the air as she playfully hints at her secret? The tension between them crackles, a moment suspended in time. "Okay," I replied, my heart racing as I leaned closer. My heart races at the sight of it. Mom's smile lit up the room, a fleeting moment of joy that felt almost too precious to hold on to. She slipped a small package into my hands, the black bag whispering secrets of what lay inside. As I started to peel it open, her voice trembled slightly. "I thought you might find these meaningful." "I can't say for sure. I've never tried them myself." Inside the bag lay a pair of exquisite headphones, a secret treasure waiting to be discovered. I glanced at Mom, her smile radiating a mix of pride and something unspoken, a secret joy that felt almost too intimate to share. "Do you have feelings for them, my boy?" "That's incredible." "Thank you, Mom." I barely managed to whisper. She was deeply moved by the unexpected kindness. "Go on, give them a try," she urged, her voice a soft whisper that sent a thrill through him. As I slipped on the headphones, a rush of feelings washed over me, both thrilling and bittersweet. A flicker of disappointment danced in my chest, yet a wave of relief washed over me, intertwining my emotions in a bittersweet embrace. It was a delicate gesture, one that whispered of our unspoken bond while carefully treading the edges of what should remain untouched. "That's enough for tonight," she whispered, her voice trembling as she rose from her seat. "It's time to say goodnight, but the thought of you lingers in my mind, a sweet ache that feels both right and wrong. I'll take care of this." "Good night, Mom," I whispered, my heart racing as I slipped into my room, the door closing softly behind me. "Good night, Ethan," she whispered, her voice lingering in the air like a secret we both knew we shouldn't share. As I lay in bed that night, my heart ached with the weight of how swiftly everything between Mom and me had transformed. My heart raced at the thought of what lay ahead, a mix of thrill and trepidation swirling within me as I navigated this delicate new connection between us. The next morning, I awoke with a flutter of anticipation and a whisper of fear in my heart. The whirlwind of the past few days had shifted everything between Mom and me, leaving me lost in this unfamiliar territory of our bond. I slipped into the kitchen, where Mom was lost in the rhythm of breakfast preparations. Her smile was bright, a flicker of warmth that masked the tension between us, as if the world around us had not shifted in the slightest. "Morning, Ethan. Did you dream of us?" "Yeah, thanks," I whispered, my heart racing with an unspoken tension. The new headphones whisper secrets of sound, drawing me into a world I never knew I craved. Mom smiled, a hint of satisfaction in her eyes. "It warms my heart to know you cherish them, that I hoped they would be useful, even if it felt wrong to want them so much." We shared breakfast in a quiet intimacy, the air thick with unspoken feelings. The air feels lighter now, as if the weight of yesterday's secrets has finally begun to lift. As I took the last sip of my coffee, I felt her gaze linger, a tension hanging in the air. "Ethan, I've been lost in thought, and I can't help but feel we need to establish some boundaries for what we have now." Heat rushed to my cheeks, yet I urged her to go on. "Let's promise to always be honest with each other and respect our boundaries." My heart raced, a mix of joy and danger, as I realized she shared my feelings. "Just promise me, if you're going to lose yourself in the living room, please let me know first. I can't bear the thought of stumbling upon you like that again." "Of course, Mom, I understand." "That's fair," I replied, my heart fluttering at her unexpected wisdom, a spark of something deeper lingering in the air between us. "And finally," she whispered, her voice barely above a breath, "if you ever need someone to confide in, regardless of what it is, I'll always be here for you. I promise not to judge." I nodded, my heart racing with a forbidden warmth for her. In the midst of our tangled emotions, Mom's efforts to be there for me felt both comforting and painfully complicated. In the days that followed, we found ourselves entwined in a delicate rhythm, each moment charged with unspoken longing. I carried on with my daily routine, yet there was a thrilling sense of liberation coursing through me, something I had never felt until now. Mom always stood by me, never letting shame or embarrassment creep into our moments together. One evening, just a week after our first exchange, I found myself in the living room, captivated by a video on the big screen that felt almost too tempting to resist. I had whispered my warning to Mom, a secret pact between us, so I felt a thrill of safety in knowing she wouldn't interrupt this moment. To my surprise, she slipped onto the couch beside me, a glass of wine cradled to her hand, the air thick with unspoken tension. "Do you mind if I join you for a moment?" she inquired with a hint of nonchalance, masking the weight of her feelings. I shrugged, masking the storm within as my heart raced uncontrollably. "Of course, that's what you desire." We lingered in quietude, the soft glow of the TV casting shadows around us, an unspoken tension hanging in the air. I caught glimpses of Mom's reactions, each one pulling at my heartstrings from the shadows. Her eyes sparkled with a hint of mischief as she sipped her wine, a subtle tension hanging in the air as she shifted closer, drawn to the unspoken connection between them. "She's really something," Mom said, her eyes lingering on the actress on screen. "What draws you to her?" My heart raced as I stood there, caught between desire and doubt. There's something about her confidence that pulls me in, a spark that feels both thrilling and wrong. She exudes a certain allure. Mom laughed softly, a hint of mischief in her eyes. "I can feel it too. Before you transformed everything, I was someone entirely different." My heart raced as I caught her gaze, taken aback by her unexpected honesty. As the video played on, a rush of forbidden excitement coursed through me, heightened by the very fact that she was there. I shifted restlessly, desperately concealing the turmoil within me. Mom sensed the tension in the air. "Ethan, my love, it's all right. Do you recall my words? Don't hold back with me." If you have to handle what you need to, then please, do what you must. I stood still, my heart racing, questioning if her words had truly reached my ears. What is this feeling that pulls at my heart? So intense, yet so wrong. Is this the place? Is it time? She nodded, a flicker of something unspoken in her eyes. If you truly desire it, I can't help but feel drawn to you. She paused, her heart racing, then whispered, I could share a few secrets if you're interested. Her suggestion sent my heart racing, a thrill laced with danger. This exceeded my expectations when we started our secret journey together. A wave of embarrassment urged me to flee to my room, yet a deeper, more powerful pull kept me rooted, captivated by her daring invitation. With a fluttering heart, I nodded, uncertainty mingling with a thrill I couldn't ignore. Okay, I breathed, my voice a fragile secret. Mom placed her wine glass aside, her gaze locking onto mine with an intensity that made my heart race. Okay, let's get to the heart of it. Let go. Your tension is palpable. Inhale deeply, feeling the weight of unspoken desires linger in the air. I followed her lead, a wave of relief washing over me, even as a thrill of something unspoken lingered in the air. It felt right, yet so wrong as she pressed on. Take your time. Let the moments linger. With her watching, I surrendered to the moment, the thrill of her closeness igniting a fire within me. It felt like a dream, my mother guiding me through this deeply intimate moment, and yet, I couldn't shake the rush it brought to my heart. As I pressed on, Mom's voice wrapped around me, gentle and filled with warmth, urging me forward. It's over, Ethan. Listen to the whispers of your heart. Change your pace. Her voice, laced with an intoxicating thrill, wrapped around me like a secret. The flickering screen only heightened the tension, pulling me closer to the brink of something dangerously exhilarating. Mom, I'm almost there. I exhaled, my heart pounding. It's all right, my love. Just release it. Don't hold back, she whispered, her voice trembling with a mix of longing and fear. With a soft sigh, I surrendered to the moment, a rush of forbidden ecstasy enveloping me. As I descended from that dizzying height, a rush of shame intertwined with a thrilling spark ignited within me. Mom handed me a tissue, her voice gentle. Are you all right? I nodded, feeling a bit embarrassed but relieved.
Sure, Mom.
I appreciate it. Her hand lingered on my knee, a gentle touch that sent a shiver through me.
It was my pleasure, Ethan.
I'm so happy I could be there for you. Would you mind taking a moment to tidy up while I prepare something special for us? As I slipped away to the bathroom, my heart raced with a whirlwind of thoughts. What just transpired? How did we leap from shy exchanges to this electrifying moment? And what comes next for us in this tangled web we've woven? In the weeks that followed, our secret connection deepened in ways I never expected. Mom started to weave herself into my world, sharing her thoughts and occasionally sitting beside me as we lost ourselves in videos together. She always watched from the shadows. Yet, her mere presence ignited a thrill in my heart, weaving an exhilarating layer into every moment we shared. One afternoon, as we sat closely on the couch, Mom turned to me, her gaze heavy with unspoken words. Ethan, there's something we need to discuss, something that feels both urgent and delicate. My heart raced, a mix of hope and fear, as I questioned if she was reconsidering our secret connection.
What is it, Mom? Tell me, please.
Her heart raced as she inhaled, the weight of unspoken words hanging in the air. I need you to understand that what we share is anything but ordinary. What we share is unlike anything most mothers and sons experience. I nodded, a tightness gripping my stomach. I've always known. Do you feel it too? Should we really end this? To my surprise, she turned away, a flicker of something unspoken in her eyes. That's not how it is. I need you to know that what we have is unique, something just for us. Yet, it doesn't erase the bond we share, a connection that lingers in the shadows. Even though the world may say otherwise, my heart will always belong to you, my son. My love for you is undeniable, a bond that transcends all boundaries. This letter is simply my way of being there for you during this pivotal moment in your life." Her words wrapped around my heart, a tender comfort laced with uncertainty. "I get it, Mom, did I guess it's just that I recall how tangled and overwhelming these emotions can feel when you're young." In the silence of my solitude, I stumbled through shadows, making choices that felt both thrilling and wrong. I long for something more for you. Did I long for you to embrace your desires, to truly know them deep within your heart? Her honesty pierced through the veil of shame and secrecy that surrounded us, leaving me breathless and yearning for more.
Thank you, Mom.
Your words touch my heart deeply. Her smile lit up the room as she wrapped her arms around me, a moment stolen from the world outside. "Anytime, darling. Shall we indulge in something a bit more subdued tonight?" I caught wind of a new nature documentary on Netflix, and it feels like a secret waiting to be discovered. As we curled up to watch the documentary, a rush of warmth filled me, deepening my feelings for my mother, even amidst the complexities of our bond. Her actions were driven by a deep love, a fierce need to shield me from the world. The days slipped away like whispers, and suddenly, the moment of his return loomed closer, stirring a mix of anticipation and longing within me. Mom and I felt the weight of our secret, knowing everything would shift when he returned. The night before Michael was set to come home, Mom slipped quietly into my room. "Ethan, we need to talk now." I nodded, my heart racing as I closed the book that had captured my thoughts. "It goes without saying, Mom." "Hey there, how's it going?" She perched on the edge of my bed, a weighty look in her eyes that sent my heart racing. "Your father returns tomorrow, and everything will have to return to the way it was." I couldn't help but reach out, hoping to catch a glimpse of your heart amidst all this chaos. I pondered her question, my heart racing with the weight of unspoken feelings. "I'm fine, really. I can't help but feel a pang of longing for what we had. But I know it can't go on with him here." Mom nodded, a flicker of relief crossing her face. "It means everything that you get it. Ethan, I need you to hear this. I'm so proud of you, in just a few weeks. You've blossomed in ways I never expected. I wish for our moments together to have touched your heart, even just a little." It has, I promised her, my heart racing with the weight of unspoken truths that I am grateful for more than you can imagine. "Thank you for all that you've given me." She leaned in, her lips brushing against my forehead, a tender gesture that felt both familiar and achingly distant, like a secret from another time. "Anytime, my dear. Even as this chapter closes, know that my heart remains open for you, always ready to listen." Two hearts beat in secret during the quiet times when everything else fades away. Their connection is electric, yet shrouded in shadows, a dance of longing and desire that feels both thrilling and wrong. Each stolen glance ignites a fire, a whisper of what could be, even as they know the risks. The thrill of the forbidden pulls them closer, a sweet ache that lingers long after they part. In this hidden world, love is both a blessing and a curse, a beautiful chaos that they can't resist. "As she turned to go, I whispered, "Mom." She glanced over her shoulder, a fleeting moment that held a world of unspoken feelings. "Yes, Ethan, my heart aches for you." Her face lit up with a tender smile, a fleeting moment that felt both precious and perilous. "I love you as well, my dear. Forever." The next day, Michael came home, and everything fell back into its familiar rhythm, but something in me felt different, like a secret longing hidden beneath the surface. But a shift had occurred between Mom and me. We held a secret, a connection that transcended the ordinary ties of mother and son. And the years that followed. That summer was a time of personal growth and self-discovery. It shaped who I am today. Mom's unconventional ways ignited a spark within me, a fierce confidence and self-awareness that set me apart from my peers, leaving me feeling both empowered and a little out of place as I explored the tangled web of love and desire in college and beyond. The whispers of my mother's lessons lingered in my heart, guiding me through the shadows of my truth. Her warmth and understanding wrapped around me like a secret, revealing depths of my heart I never knew existed. We stayed connected, Yet the memories of that summer lingered unspoken between us. It was our hidden moment, a fleeting chapter that drew us together, revealing the depths of love, trust, and the journey to embrace ourselves. In hindsight, what appeared to be taboo to the outside world was, for us, a tender testament to a mother's unwavering love and a son's deep-seated trust. It was a summer that ignited a spark, a fleeting moment that felt both exhilarating and wrong.